Good morning, everyone. Teacher Thomas Thailand here. I hope all is well with you wherever you may be in the world. Just wanted to make a little video this morning. Excuse me. I've been kind of busy. We do have a little worker traffic in the mornings here. I've been kind of busy. My beautiful Thai wife and I moved to Rayong province back in mid-September, and here it is the 30th of October, and I really haven't put out much videos. Did a little driving around on the motorcycle, kind of showing you the area a little bit, but I didn't really have an external microphone, so I wasn't able to do much commentary. I do have an external microphone for the GoPro now, so hopefully with the motorbike and the bicycle both, we can start traveling around this beautiful province, and I can give you some play-by-play of what's going on, what we're seeing, where we're going, what we're doing. So I do intend to, boy, that guy's loud, isn't he? I love the sound of those birds early in the morning. But yeah, I do intend to start putting out some more content, giving you more detailed information about the current visa situations in Thailand. The OA retirement visa now has the requirement for health insurance. That kicks in tomorrow on Halloween, the 31st of October is the deadline for retirees on OA visas to start purchasing their health insurance plans as a requirement to obtaining their initial OA visa and their extensions to their current OA visas. So I'm going to talk about that, get everybody up to date on those kind of things. Again, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am very pro Thailand. I love this country. I love the people. I can't think of a better second home in a tropical country for an expat to live, especially a Westerner. You will be treated very well here, and you will get as much respect as you show. So I've done nothing but improve in 4 full years here in Thailand now. I came October 15th of 2015, so I've just begun my 5th year as an expat here in Thailand. And you know, expat's kind of one of those words short for expatriate. You know, there comes a time after you've been here and you love it and you've kind of planted some roots that you're really an immigrant at this point, right? So, you know, they're not really synonymous terms. An expat, kind of somebody that travels around, stays in an area as an expatriate for a while, maybe bounces around to another country. But once you been in one country for an extended period of time, you really become an immigrant. And, you know, there's a difference because you make decisions as an immigrant that are more long-term for your future plans in your new home than what you would as an expat. But anyway, just wanted to make a video with a little information today about my life here in Rayong province. For those of you that don't know any of my history, in October 2015 I started out. Here comes a loud motorbike. Oh, with a sidecar. Workers, go to work. Anyway, when I arrived, I started out in the northern suburb of Bangkok called Nong Taburi, and we just had a condo there. Well, I came as a single divorced man, and I had a condo right there in Nong Taburi, very convenient location. Paid 10,000 baht a month, which is about $300 for a furnished one-bedroom condo. Had a kitchen, small fridge, microwave, pretty much everything a person needed. Didn't really have to invest any money, just move in and start living. I came with my Social Security disability pension, SSDI, and at that time in 2015, with a conversion rate, it was about 44,000 baht, around $1,200. And I really didn't have a whole lot of savings. You know, I came here seeking a tropical country because I do have a disability. It's called CIDP, chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. It's a mouthful, right? Well, it's actually predominant sensory chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. So, yeah, anyway, cold weather is not an option for me anymore. And being from Kansas City, yeah, can't do it. So anyway, that's the reason I came here. And, you know, it's kind of a big leap of faith. It's kind of a scary move. You come, you only have a little bit of savings. You've got that guaranteed pension every month, but, you know, it's not a whole lot of money to live on, $1,200 a month. But obviously, when my rent was only $300 and utilities on top of that, maybe another $100, so $400 a month for the bare essential cost of living, and then food is so cheap in Thailand. So, you know, I was able to live on that and actually save a couple $100 a month. But I went from there and got a job offer up in Isan to teach government high school English. A friend of mine. I wasn't actually even looking to go to work, but I thought it might be interesting. So at that time I'd already gotten married. My wife was living with me there in Nong Taburi. So I went up to Isan on a bus, interviewed for the job, decided I liked it, and then made the move to Isan. So a total of 6 months in Bangkok, and then moved to Isan. Lived up in Isan for almost 2 years, teaching high school English. And then I got a job offer from the Royal Thai Military Academy in Nakhon Nayok, which is central Thailand, about 2 hours northeast of Bangkok. Came down to Nakhon Nayok, interviewed for that job, really liked the opportunity to work for the military, being an ex-army guy myself. So, moved to Nakhon Nayok. So that was my third place, back in central Thailand. Stayed in Nakhon Nayok almost 2 full years, teaching English for the Royal Thai Military Academy. Really enjoyed the job. But then we'd always taken our vacations down here around Rayong. I mean, we've been to Phuket and several places for vacation, go to the beach and islands and stuff, but There's something about this Rayong province when we came down here. My wife has a sister here, and we just really like the laid-back feel of a small town, and yet you're very close to the big city of Rayong, and not far, less than an hour to Pattaya City. So, and you're right by the beach. So we've always liked it for our vacation. And when I decided I was going to take a break from teaching, good morning. I had taught English second language for 4 years in Thailand, and I just really didn't need to do it anymore. So we decided to move down here to Rayong. And we absolutely love Rayong province. We're about maybe 5 miles from the beach here, and it's not a crowded tourist area, mostly local Thai people and expats that live here. But we rented our home here. This is what you would call upper class Thai style home, right? And we pay 15,000 baht per month. At today's exchange rate, I think that's around $450 a month. So you might say, it's kind of expensive for Thailand. But, I'm from America. and you have to compare apples to apples, right? So for $450 a month in America, in a beach town, you might have a studio apartment. That's about it. You're not going to have a big 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, upper balcony, lower nice porch seating area, a yard, right? A very nice community, nice village, remote control gates, beautiful view. So in America, you're looking at, for this house and the location, minimum of $1,000 a month for rent, right? So when you do those comparisons, you're like, man, the cost of living is really cheap here. So, we rented that condo in the Bangkok suburb for 10,000 baht a month. We moved to Isan and had a 1-bedroom bungalow style house, newly constructed. We paid 4,000 baht a month for 2 years. Then moved to Nakhon Nayok. I had a free apartment from the Thai military, but couldn't have dogs, obviously, in the apartment. So we rented a house in the city of Nakhon Nayok, a 3-bedroom house. You can see I gave tours of that house in some of the past videos, and that was 4,000 baht a month. So, you can really get cheap stuff depending on where you're at, But in an area like this, Rayong province, with all the beachfront, beach access, very good infrastructure, very good roads, and there's so much more new infrastructure development going on everywhere in this province. They're putting in new freeways. There's new housing developments going up everywhere. You can see that the future for this area of Thailand is going to be nothing but growing and expanding and developing. So anyway, this is our home. We really, really like it. So 15,000 baht a month, guys. It's, very well built home. It's about 7 years old. So anyway, that kind of gives you an idea. We did save a lot of money over 4 years, only paying 4,000 baht a month, living in Isan and Nakhon Nayok. And when you live in those smaller towns out away from the expat world, things are really cheap because it's mostly all Thai people. There's very few foreigners in those smaller towns. So definitely some bargain prices. But in an area like this, our next door neighbors are from Holland. There's another guy down the street here is from America. The guy that owns this big lake property over here is from Germany. So I mean, this is a big expat community. You got to expect to pay a little bit more. So this is Banchang area of Rayong, which is west of Rayong City. The thing about Rayong, you know, you're say from Chonburi province, you're driving straight south from northern Chonburi, straight south through Pattaya, keep going south, Jomtien, keep going south, Satahip area, Bangsaray. You're just southbound, and all of that ocean beachside, you're looking west. The sun sets into the ocean, right? And once you get past Satahip and get into Rayong province, you're taking a hard left turn, and I'll show that to you on the map, where now all of the coastline, when you go to the beaches here, you're actually looking directly south. So the sunset is always, you know, to the right. It's still a beautiful sunset, but it's not going to sink into the water. We're looking directly south here. And of course, sunrise in the southeast right now because of the time of year, the diurnal rotation of the earth around its own axis. It's not actually rising due east, it's rising a little southeast. But anyway, yeah, I'll show you that there on the map. So once you get into Rayong province, the first community after you leave Chonburi province out of Satahip is Banchang, which translated means elephant home. So, and then you keep traveling east at that point to Rayong City, and then on to Chonburi province. So bottom line, guys, even for 15,000 baht a month, living in an upper class home in an upper class area, very safe, close to the beach, close to some nightlife. Banchang has some decent nightlife, live bands, you know, regular type clubs, not the Farang pay to play type, but a lot of very nice clubs where you can go enjoy live music, stuff like that. And then there is a what they call a soy bar, the bar road. It does have pay to play bars if you're interested in that, and prices are about half of what they are in Pattaya. That's, you know, when you get into a small town and you have a little red light soy bar area, it's very, very affordable. But you know, guys, be safe, right? Wrap it in latex, you know what I mean? So I don't knock anybody that wants to go do that. Hey, you're helping support the economy, and these young ladies are sending money back to their families. So do what you want. I say live and let be, right? To each their own. But if you want just regular nightlife, oh my God, there's so many restaurants and cool beach vibe bars down here. It's really, really nice. And you know, I'd say that compared to Pattaya or Bangkok, even the more expensive restaurants that have Western food are still, you know, 25% cheaper here than what they are in those big touristy areas. Again, Banchang has a lot to offer, but it's not a big tourist area. People just, what they do normally, they come from Pattaya, they blow right through here, never even stop on the route, and go down to Ban Pay, which is east of Rayong City, still in Rayong province. Ban Pay's right on the beach and it has a big pier, and they go there and take the boats and go out to Koh Samet Island, right? White sand and clear water beaches and really nice island out there. But so you know, we don't get a lot of tourism down here in Banchang, and that's fine with me, right? But if you're thinking about an area for expat life, or just to come for your vacation, you know, be the tourist here, you know, there's a lot to offer. But getting back to the cost of living, you know, 15,000 baht a month, 450 US dollars thereabouts. You know, we've lost quite a bit of purchasing power with the exchange rate because the Thai baht is so strong, but still you're getting 30 to 1 for a US dollar. I'm not sure where the euro's at right now, but anyway, I mean, obviously anybody from the West knows you cannot live in an upper class home, big 3-bedroom, large kitchen, good sized yard, 2 full bathrooms, for $450 a month, right? No, not even close. So you can't live even a medium to upper class income or lifestyle for $450 a month in the West. I don't think anywhere, you know, the UK, Germany, France, you know, even Australia. So, you know, you think, well, wow, you know, 15,000 baht's kind of an expensive rental house in Thailand, but again, it's a very nice lifestyle, beautiful area, really nice to have the big home, entertaining friends and stuff. We have the spare bedroom, guests want to stay the night, so we have the yard for the dogs, goes all the way around the house so they can run around. So you have to think about, you know, everything in context, in an actual comparison, and then you realize, oh my God, you're saving tons of money, $450 a month rent. Are you kidding me? Because look where you're at, you know. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. So, beautiful village. And we have very high-speed Wi-Fi here with AIS, 200 up and 200 down, very fast. Electric's very stable. Good boy. So that gives you some idea why we moved to this particular city of Ban Chang in this county of Rayong. And I'll give you a tour of the inside of the house later. But we really, really enjoy it. So, again, I hope this kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to live in a more medium to upper class area of Thailand and what that's going to cost you. Hey, you guys want to know a really good cheap breakfast? Buy these things anywhere at 7-Eleven in Thailand, which there's millions of 7-Elevens. It's just a big minced pork bun, and they're like 40-45 baht, so less than $2. But the ground pork has a lot of herbs and stuff in there. It's really delicious. And what I do is nuke that bun, cut it in half, right, nice and hot, throw in a couple eggs. Oh, excellent. I like my eggs about over medium. Get a little runny yolk in there with that. So, you know, you're in for breakfast about $2 here, and it's absolutely delicious, high protein, very good start to the day. Throw in a good glass of tangerine juice. I highly recommend this Mali. Very good juice. Anyway, breakfast of champions. Guys, that was a great breakfast. Did I mention that I like to cook breakfast at home? Well, anyway, let's take a little tour of the house. Again, 15,000 baht. I haven't done the actual conversion yet for today, US dollar to Thai baht, but I will. I'm guessing
costing somewhere between $450 and $500 a month. So let's take a little tour. Let's see if I got this thing. I got the GoPro on super view here. So maybe we can see everything we need to see. But I consider myself to be a very lucky man. Good morning, Lucky. Jake. Good doggies. You know, you hear a lot of vloggers in Asia and Thailand specifically do a lot of complaining about various immigration issues or what have you, but you know, I like to give the opposite perspective. I mean, I've been in Thailand. This is starting my 5th year. I've never had a problem with immigration. I've never used an agency. So, you know, I feel very fortunate to be living in such a great tropical country and low cost of living. I mean, you cannot get a place like this in the United States of America, 5 miles from the beach, less than $1,000 a month. So even if the rate's around 500 with the current exchange, $500 a month at 15,000 baht, that's still, you know, a hell of a bargain, guys, in my opinion. So let's check out the house. Like I said, it's 3-bedroom. Thai style, you have these sliding doors that you lock on the outside, right? And then you have the sliding screens as well. Thai style. Now, guys, never wear your shoes in someone's house in Thailand. Never, ever, ever wear your shoes. You can wear some house shoes, but don't wear your shoes. Very rude. Thai people consider the foot to be the dirtiest part of the body. And I would say that's correct, right? So anyway, you walk into the living room here. Got a nice vaulted ceiling or recessed ceiling with a ceiling fan. We bought all of our own furniture. There was a little bit of furniture in this house when we rented it, but not much. Most of this we own, the sectional, like that. Porcelain, 24 by 24 inch porcelain tile, glazed porcelain tile. So very easy to keep clean and maintain. All your Thai houses are solid block walls. There's no wood, okay? So that's why you don't have a lot of upper cabinetry or shelves and stuff, because you need to use a hammer drill into the block and put you some toggles in there to really fasten things down. But they're basically all cement and block construction. So if you own a wood house in Thailand, like a new wood house, you are a rich man. Wood is very expensive in Thailand because they logged it all out back when there was no regulations and they were using the elephants to haul it off, right? So all the fancy teak wood and stuff like that is very expensive now. So I like the open layout. There's a curvature to the exterior wall here, which is kind of nice. Spring windows. This is our refrigerator. I like to have a little coffee, microwave, drinking fridge set up. So you can see it's pretty open layout. My wife is a devout Buddhist, and this is her area that she makes devotions, and all of these little things have symbolism. All of these little characters and images, they all have individual symbolism. And you know, I don't know about you guys, I mean, I'm a Christian. I've always been a Christian since a young age. I'll profess my faith till I die. But I have a lot of respect for the Buddha and the teachings of the Buddha. And you know, I'm married. So what's the old saying? If she's happy, I'm happy. So this makes my wife happy, which in turn makes me very happy. So this is her parents who have passed on. And of course, the late, great King Rama number 9 and the current Queen of Thailand. You can see we have some photos over here. My wife already put out the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So anyway, this is my wife and I, and you know, I think this one was in Ayutthaya. This one's here in Chonburi province, up near Pattaya. Oh, who's that good-looking soldier? 17 years old. Yeah, Teacher Thomas used to be slim and trim. I was only 17 with my new M16. Fort Jackson, South Carolina it was. Anyways, my wife and I and our 2 children, Jake and Blackie. So anyway, again, I love the porcelain tile. I love the openness of the living room, dining room combination. Have enough room for a drink fridge. Keep the ice in here. And like I say, it's just drinks, cold water, cold beer, juice, stuff like that. Coffee, microwave. Now you enter the kitchen, look, you have another sliding door. Now why do they do all this stuff in Thailand? Well, because the air conditioning units, guys, are isolated. There's no such thing as central air in Thailand. Let me turn this noisemaker off a minute. There's no such thing as central air. So you have individual aircon units. Now this is a big boy here. It's, I don't know how many BTUs, but it's a very, very good, efficient unit. And of course you've got the exterior compressor that goes along with it. So you can isolate, close all the rooms off, and just air condition the living area, right? Or you can open up and bring some cold air into the main kitchen and close the kitchen off so that now this aircon is feeding the kitchen and the living area, this one big aircon, right? So that's why everything has a sealed door, you know, because you don't have any central air. Of course, there's no need for heat in Thailand at all. But this is the kitchen. We have an exterior door here that goes out into the yard. Kind of nice. This fridge came with the rental house. It's a pretty nice big unit. The freezer down below. And like I say, guys, there's no overhead cabinetry in Thailand for the most part, unless you have a Western style house in Thailand. So you buy these things, you know. This one here, we keep our Tupperware in plastic, and we can use the counter for the electrical cooking. This one here is for, you know, dishes and stuff. So that's kind of what you do. This one here was about 90 bucks. I just bought it last week. This one about the same price. So that's kind of how you compensate for not having overhead cabinetry. Now again, if you notice, you can close off this kitchen, right? In Thailand, it's very common to have 2 kitchens. And again, the reason for that is the individual aircon units, right? And Thailand is a very hot tropical country. So a lot of Thai people do their cooking in more of an outdoor version. So you can see how this kitchen is designed. Got an exit door here, and then you got all these windows that you can open up, right? So when you're cooking here, right, you can have that kitchen closed off and keep the aircon going in there and have the big hot room going out here. Now we don't use it for a kitchen, obviously. We use it for the laundry room and storage and stuff. But basically that's why you always have 2 kitchens in Thailand. One's more kind of like an outdoor. So you avoid having all that heat into your house, right? Because it's already so hot. So even if you're not running the air condition, you have the fans and everything going, you put a good fan out here, plug in here, then blow the heat out while you're cooking, right? You can be preparing a big meal out here and not be heating up your house at the same time. So that's kind of why they do that. Anyway, so here's the exit door here. And see again, you can close it completely off from the other kitchen. So it's isolated by itself. I'm still going to set it up a little bit better with more racks and things to have a little bigger area for laundry out here. But also, you know, at the exit here, we hang clothes out here, and it's almost dry season, so you don't even have to worry about the rain for several months. So you can hang your clothes out here. In the rainy season, that's kind of hard to do. You kind of got to hang them inside because it can rain every day. It may only be for, you know, an hour or 2 hours, but it could come a monsoon rain while your clothes are dry. But this, they do have, these counters are all cement, covered with tile. Again, there's no wood construction. You know, they put the wood doors on here, but, you know, it's basically just a concrete counter, inset sink, inset stove. And how they do the heating, or the fuel for the stoves here, the gas, is you have these small propane tanks, and there's a gas man that will deliver a new filled tank, you know, every so often or whenever you call. It's all by delivery. So that's how you cook with gas. It's got a nice vintage overhead hood here. Takes the air out, takes the heat out, so that's kind of nice. Again, I'm going to say this is, you know, upper middle class to upper class style, Thai style home, okay? And you notice you always have a step down whenever you're doing a wet room, which is very smart, you know? You have a water problem or something, you take the water right on outside. But they're basically shells, guys. I mean, they're all concrete walls. There's no built-in anything. It's just exterior walls and, you know, a little bit of party walls. But anyhow, we really, really enjoy this place. So you've seen the two kitchens / laundry room, kitchen, dining room and living rooms, open layout. The Buddha area. Also in between the bedrooms, there's a big space here. For now, we just have our shoes and miscellaneous stuff stored, but you know, you could put a nice big display of something here too as well. So let's go into the master first, right off the living room. This is the master bedroom. The bed and one closet was actually furnished with the house. We just bought another mattress to go on top because the Thai style mattresses are not that great. So we just bought another king size mattress and threw it on top of the one that was there. I like a high bed anyway. So yeah, two exterior windows here. You can open for the airflow. Of course, we always have to have a dog bed, right? We had one closet, so we brought the additional closet with us. This one is with the house that matches the bedroom set. Here's a little cubby hole that my wife uses for makeup and stuff like that. Hello everyone. Oh my God, this harness makes me look fat. Who cares, right? Living life happy. So it's kind of nice, you know, she can keep all of her stuff over here that I don't like to clutter up in the bathroom. Bathrooms are very well designed. Many of you may not know, but I was in construction for many, many years and did a lot of very expensive homes and marble tile projects. So I know a little bit about how to do things in that regard. And I never liked the glass shower doors or the glass enclosures just because they're so hard to clean. So this is a pretty smart design, you know. You got a little half wall here, you know, and you step down, got a little low spot, step down into the shower floor. They slope it down really well for the drain system. You got hot water on demand, right? So it's just so much easier to clean, you know, so much more open. And the Queen's toilet here. And I like the raised bowl sinks. I've always liked that design. And again, these are just all concrete. You're not going to have any wood cabinetry in Thailand. It's just a molded concrete counter, then they'll install a wood frame and some doors. That's kind of how that works. So that's the master, right? Plenty of room, even with the king size bed. My wife's computer in here that she uses, and we also use it for our CTV cameras. So if you want to stop by, be sure and smile, because I got you on every angle out there. Let's see. So again, right off the living room. Then let's go into the spare bedroom. Now we had a queen size before, and we bought a huge comfortable mattress, but we moved here and it had the king. So now we've got the double comfort in here for the spare bedroom. There was one closet with it, along with the bed frame. So we brought in the extra mattress and another closet. So, you know, it's not a bad size spare bedroom. I mean, the bed's up against the wall, so, you know, it's in and out on one side, but it gives you more floor space for access to the wardrobes, right? And again, every room's going to have a single aircon unit, and this being a small room, it's going to be a lower BTU, but it's going to be ice cold, you know? So you just close that off. Everything's set up that way because there's no central air systems in Thailand. So coming out of the guest room, master, then you have the hall bath, which is just as big as the master bath and basically the exact same design. Oh, there's that fat guy again. Anyway, it's high ceilings. I'm guessing 9-foot ceilings, marble tile all the way up to the ceiling. Nice big porcelain built-in mural there, really nice. And again, very smart design on the showers. And they drain very well. You know, these are large 12-inch by 12-inch floor tiles. You know, these guys are good craftsmen on these tile projects in Thailand. I mean, they really are very good craftsmen. So there's the whole bath. Again, you got a little bigger counter in here than what we have in the master. And then the third bedroom is my office, which works out perfect for me because, you know, I like to do a lot of teaching with children, so I've got it set up for that, and I do a lot of communication with my children back home, you know, via Skype, stuff like that. So I've got my computer system set up here, exterior webcam, lots of props. Anyway, it's perfect. This was the smallest of the two spare bedrooms, so I chose this for the office, but perfect size for an office. And again, isolated aircon, so it'll get cold in here and freeze you out. And if you have any parental issues, you know, mommy daddy issues, I've got a couch for you here, and we can lay down and talk about it, right? So anyway, you know, that's basically it. 3-bedroom. This would be the smallest bedroom, maybe just a full size or a twin or set of bunk beds in here, you know, would be ideal for a kid's room or something. All recessed can lights. This house is about 7 years old. So I hope that kind of gives you a good tour, a good feel for the, like I say, the upper middle class to upper class lifestyle in Thailand. And I mean, for $500 a month, guys, you know, you couldn't even touch something like this. I don't care what area, even in a remote area, you couldn't get a house like this for $500 a month in the United States. Now, being so close to the beach area and a very popular area of Thailand, you know, so you compare it to something, you know, like down in Florida or Gulf Coast of Texas or something. I mean, you're looking at $1,000 to $1,200 a month rent for a place like this, guys. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you can find here in Thailand, why I feel like I'm such a lucky man. I mean, it's very affordable, very, very affordable. So I'll take a little finish walk around the yard here. Let's go. You can see the outside porch here. It's got the built-in bench seating, very nice, comfortable, entertaining guests, right? You go up. I love all the clay terracotta tiles. Go to the upper deck. Nice big area up here. Beautiful view. The sea breeze here is always nice. You're looking straight south right here. Okay. So sun comes up over here, sets over here. The ocean is straight ahead of you, so you get a lot of nice south breeze. And when you get up here on this upper balcony, it's really nice. Very, very comfortable. And you kind of see a little bit of the neighborhood. You can see the neighbor here. Basically the same house. I think it might be a little larger than ours, but it is a gated community, and you can see houses behind here too. All right, so this is my favorite spot of the whole house, obviously. The upper deck. Can't beat it. let's take a little walk around the yard. We'll wrap this video up. Again, guys, there's a lot of reasons I'm pro Thailand. You can go back and watch some of my older videos that specifically talk about immigration issues or expat life issues. And, you know, I intend to update and do some more of those as far as the new regulation for insurance for retirees in Thailand. And you know, we'll hash all that stuff out. There's some things that aggravate me about, you know, the immigration system, but it's never this huge big deal like, oh my God, Thailand doesn't want foreigners anymore. I mean, everything gets so overblown, guys. I mean, I've never felt that here. I've never had a problem at an immigration office. Show respect, you get respect, right? You meet the requirements. If you don't meet the requirements and you're trying to commit fraud or something, hey, you know, don't blame the system if you get caught, right? That's kind of nice. You got a walk-through gate out here too. But, you know, it's not a big yard, but it's all we need. We don't want too big, you know? Got a little grass. You can run barefoot a little bit if you want, right? So, plenty big enough for us. But guys, I do feel very, very fortunate, and that's why I try to give a different perspective of expat life or immigrant life here in the kingdom, because man, you hear so much negativity and Thailand doesn't want you and all this. Man, I've just never experienced it. If you meet the requirements, you get your visa extended every year, you know, you're living here a long time. What's the problem? I don't, they talk about TM30, which is just something you have to do if you go stay with a friend for more than 24 hours. If you're going to hotels and resorts and all that, you don't even need to do a TN30. It's just if you're specifically staying at another person's residence. And some people compared that to like house arrest. I mean, how over dramatic is that? House arrest? Seriously? But anyway, you can see these walls could use some power washing. Again, the backyards are very small, right? A narrow walkway here, and then you got the next house. And this is all a gated community. These are all Bali style houses. That's what they call this style. I guess they have a lot of these type houses in Bali. So you just have a nice walkway here. It's all concrete. Again, needs a good power wash. Here's the back entrance into the outdoor kitchen, or what we use as the laundry room. And you can see how they hang the exterior units here. This is actually my office right here, which is perfect because it's on the back side of the house, very quiet. There's also a nice big crawl space, big, huge crawl space under this house, which makes it nice to access plumbing and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's all the yard that we need, right? And they had this jackfruit tree here, and I don't know how to tell when these suckers are ripe, but I'm guessing this one here probably getting ripe because it's got a little dark on the skin now. Some of these are probably ready to go. This is a really good fruit. See if we can go up here a little bit. All right. See some of that? Oh yeah. Jackfruit. And these are, you know, relatively small compared to, like, I think if some of them would have been culled off of there and just grown a few instead of so many, you'd have probably had the really, really large size. They do get big. Anyway, so, you know, you've got room to grow some stuff and do some gardening and, you know, maybe fence in an area back here for the dogs or something. Have a little pen area. I mean, there's enough room to do stuff, and who wants too much maintenance, right? I don't want too much maintenance. That's basically it. I mean, it's an amazing life, guys. Why do I feel like I'm a lucky man? Well, look around. I mean, come on, guys. $500 a month rent. Why buy anything? Who cares? You know, when you're older and you're retired and, you know, you've got a pension, and you've got some supplemental income or something, and maybe you want to teach a little English while you're here and get, you know, some extra bucks that way. I mean, what? I mean, you know, if you can't afford $500 a month rent, I don't know how you ever survived back in the West. But anyway, I mean, I just want to give you that perspective. You know, don't believe all the negativity. This is a very common lifestyle that I've got going on here. Very common for expats that have, you know, some pension, some funds, some private equity or whatever. This is a nice little storage room out here underneath the stairway. Keep our bikes and garden tools and whatnot in there. So pretty nice. Nice and dry. But so that's pretty much the tour, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'd appreciate any questions that you might have. You know, if you have any specific questions about what other things cost in Thailand, or you know, how much does it cost to go out to eat versus cooking at home, those kind of things. I mean, have any questions at all, just put in the comments down there. I haven't been doing a lot of content lately, but I appreciate all of my subscribers, all 213 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, like button, and click the bell, and you'll be notified anytime I do upload a new video. All right, guys? So this is Teacher Thomas, Thailand, signing out. Remember, be happy.